and welcome to another episode of Slaying 201 here on Game Nights. I am your host and your keeper of monsters, Savvy Seaworth, and we're here to play Monster of the Week. But before we do, let me catch you up on a little bit about what we got going on the channel here. There's already Hex in the chat, and I'm scared. It's gonna be one of those days, you guys. Here on Game Nights, if you're live with us on Twitch, our schedule is down below our faces on our drop page. If you are with us sometime in the future, perhaps on YouTube, you can find our schedule pinned to our Twitter. You can find it pinned to our Discord and our shows channel, and I'm sure other places as well. Our next live stream after this will be tomorrow. That is Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. A show called The Forgotten, which I also run. It's Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing Horde of the Dragon Queen. A bunch of these fine folks you see around me are in that as well. And it's been a couple episodes, and we're having quite a time already. So come join us for that. Tuesday, we will have another episode of Tabletop Tuesdays, for which I believe we're having a one-shot this week. That our lovely LB Hackemup is going to be running for some of that crew, so join us for that Tuesday night. We don't do anything on Wednesday because everybody needs a freaking day off every once in a while. Thursday, we'll have the next episode of Red River Legends, which is our Urban Shadows miniseries that Val is running. Friday, Neon Souls. We're playing Fate. Saturday, what's this Saturday? Star Power? I'm so thrown off. This Saturday will be Saturday Night's Star Power. We're also playing Fate in a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Jujutsu Kaisen inspired universe, and it's wild. And then Sunday, fingers crossed, we'll be back for an episode of this, because I'm having a little surgery this week on Tuesday, but we should be good to go by then, so we'll be back around for this. But that's what we got going on this week. I don't think I have any special announcements or anything like that. We have a merch store where you can buy merch that we made with dumb stuff that we've said on it, like a Gubba Bumps shrimp company, big predatory hallucinogenic shrimp, something. There's a whole bunch of words in there, and it's very funny when it's on the t-shirt and not coming out of my mouth specifically. We got mugs and tank tops and t-shirts that say "Bye Flying Ready to Die" and "Roll for Smut" and "We Need Sleep," and you can also buy stuff with our logo on it, and I think they're pretty cool, and you should buy them. And that's all I'm going to say about any of that, because I'm going to shut my mouth and for a moment and let these fine folks around me introduce themselves and tell you who they are playing today, where you can find them on the internet, all that good stuff, starting with Sid.
AOA, I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, pretty much talking about all the cool stuff I do here, because I am currently a GGK exclusive. I am here on Sundays, Mondays, on Thursdays, Fridays, and every other Saturday. There we go. It's a lot of good times. Today I am playing Sal'goz, Daughter of Doom, the mundane. She's just human for now.
Do I tell you guys when to go for this one? I'm going to today. It's Morgan's turn.
Yep, you do. I was waiting for it. I'm Morgan, also known as Imaginatrix on the internet. I'm on Instagram and Twitter and all the social medias. I do cosplay mainly, so if you like costuming and stuff, check me out. I'm usually here on Fridays, Sundays, and Mondays playing in games. And today I am playing Surza, who is the monstrous.
And next up, we have LB.
Hello, everybody. I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches, where we'll be live tonight with our episode 3 of Masks. I had a huge brainstorm at work today, and I'm so excited for this episode. But you can find me on my Twitter whenever I go live. I will post there. Tonight I am playing Victoria, and she is a professional.
And Val.
Hello everyone, I'm Val at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here Thursdays through Mondays. This is my late night radio disc jockey voice because
I was going to ask. It was very subdued.
Hi everyone. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays. You can find me playing and running games. Most notably, I run 3 games on this channel all the time, and then another game I'm doing for a short run. Fridays are on Neon Souls, Saturdays are on Alternate Games, Saturday nights Mistborn, Saturday night Star Power, and on Thursdays for the next 2 weeks I will be running at Red River Legends. Those are all games where we roll dice and have rules based on different systems. I'm not going into it all right now. Like I said, I'm very tired. And you can get the full lineup and see everything. They're a lot of fun. But tonight I will be playing Wynn Crowley, who is the Spellslinger.
Wonderful. Well, that's our cast and our characters. Are y'all ready to play a game? All right, let's do it. Previously on Slaying 201. The gang finished their first mystery in a real show of competence. They went down to the Cedar Grove Cemetery and Arboretum, summoned the poltergeist that they had been dealing with over the last day or so, and through a series of magics were able to bind it to a circle and banish it, hopefully for good. After a few days of rest, Wynn invited everyone to a Halloween event at the Cedar Grove Museum of Natural History, which he would be attending for work. After some mingling, some dealing, and at least one attempt to set Sirza up with Park Ranger Mutt Danson, Wynn was approached by Dr. Dern, a colleague of his boss Dr. Fisher's and an important presence at the museum. She showed him the new exhibit that was meant to be opened tonight during the event, a mummy and accompanying scrolls that were being added to the ancient Egypt section of the museum, but the sarcophagus was open and empty, and the parchments were gone. Claiming that Dr. Fisher had lauded Wynn's work efforts in the past, Dr. Dern tasked Wynn with solving the problem, putting his job on the line. And as you all kick off your investigation, we'll pick back up where we left off in the museum. You were taking a look around the exhibit. You had found a dusty handprint on a doorframe leading further into the museum. So, Wynn in particular, but everybody, how would you like to handle this?
Fuck.
Wynn, you're at a work event. Jeez, if y'all weren't going to do that, go home, okay? Lord.
Shit. All right. Did I do like an investigate last time? Did I look around the room? Or I just saw the handprint. It was just.
Oh, fuck if I know. Probably not, because we did that at the very end. So.
I'd like to just
guys know I don't check.
Can I take a very quick look around the room and perhaps investigate a mystery?
Of course.
Then I shall do just that.
Mm-hmm. Roll. I think that's plus sharp.
That is a 10.
All
Wynn's a smart cookie this
right.
season.
Look at him go. So on a 10 plus hold 2, which can be spent 1 for 1 to ask questions.
Yeah. I will ask the question listed in the page that I had up right now. Yes, I will ask, what happened here? I think Wynn is looking around and looking for, like, in the specific context, like, looking to fully understand like exactly what happened. I'm seeing like little bits of mummy dust that look like it had been carried. Sees like footprints across the ground leading from the sarcophagus. Any damage to the thing, like trying to fully understand like, is this magic? Is this something something got stolen, or did the mummy like actually get up and walk away?
Sure. So you look around. You see obviously the dusty handprint on the door frame on the wall, and I think you notice a couple of other things as well. So deeper into the museum, in this next room, this is also part of the sort of ancient Egypt section of the museum, and you see towards the back of the rooms, or heading back farther into the museum, like towards the back of the building, you do see a few footprints, what look to be footprints, sort of rounded at the toes, dusty like the handprint was, or making their way towards the back of the museum. You also notice that some of the display cases in this section of the museum are out of place. Some of the smaller ones are sort of wonky, like they've been turned or moved. And then on a couple of the pedestals where there were like small glass cases, they're just gone.
Like the whole display case is gone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It would have been stuff that was fairly small, like that in theory probably could have been carried, but yeah, they're just like the whole glass top is just gone.
So, okay. So this is like more like a robbery, like a mummy bandit. Okay. Then I'm gonna ask, where did it go?
Okay.
If it looks like it left the museum, or if it's still...
Sure. Yeah, you make your way through. At the back of this room, there is a door sort of leading to the back sort of employee area, one of many doors that lead back to that area. And you see another one of these handprints sort of on this door, presumably from someone pushing it open. And then you see these tracks lead out and through this hallway, and out towards the loading bay.
Okay, which would be like the rear exit of the museum.
One of them, yeah.
Shit. And this is all an ancient Egypt exhibit back here? Okay. Then I think what Wynn is going to do is go back to the party and try to find the others and clue them in on what's happening.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way back through the couple of rooms, back out into the main sort of lobby area of the museum, where your friends presumably are still mingling, etc.
Hey, y'all, can we talk real quick, like privately?
Yeah, is everything all right?
No, not exactly.
All right.
But we should talk.
Look, Sarza, what did you do?
A lot of things.
You weren't messing around in the back rooms, were you?
No, I went to the bathroom and made sure that all the stalls were locked from the inside, but like...
Alright, yeah, that's not exactly what we're going through.
I
but...
told you we would get... Did you cross off the list? Because we're not doing it anymore.
Okay, fine.
We maneuver away from the crowd. What's going on?
Alright, so here's what happened. And it was going towards the loading bay.
All right. Well, I guess I'll have to figure this out in this outfit. But okay.
So, I'm thinking, Mummy came back to life, picked up some of its belongings, decided to go catch a movie. I don't know.
Where's the security footage? Like, can't we just check that out? And I mean, if then we watch the thing go and then walk out, then we know, or we see a bunch of people taking shit.
I guess. I don't know. I'm just a student. I'm not here undercover or anything. I don't know if I can just go to the security guards and ask, like, hey, can I see the footage? Because
Well,
I've
who's
been
in charge?
tasked by my professor to do so.
Well, where's the hot professor lady? Where'd she go?
Professor Dern?
Yeah, that one. Where is she?
I don't know. She threatened my job and then walked off. So,
She threatened your job?
yeah, apparently if I don't solve this, then she used the words, your job is on the line. So I don't see another way that I could interpret that than as a threat. And if it
All
wasn't a
right,
threat,
all right.
and that was some sort of, I don't know, joke or something, it's a real shitty one, and I might complain to HR after this. I mean, I'm probably going to do that either way. I'm just saying this is not a
Right.
good work environment.
All right. Well, let's go to the loading bay then and see what we can find.
Yeah, didn't know I was responsible for making sure nothing got stolen from the museum. Just
Sal is looking
muttering as he
for
walks off.
Laura Dern, Dr. Dern.
Okay. Yeah, Dr. Dern had made her way back into the party. I don't know. She's gone over to get a glass of champagne from the table.
Beeline's over. Yeah, are you the doctor that told Wynn he had to figure out your mummy problem?
Huh. I see Mr. Crowley has definitely followed my instructions of, yes, you're allowed to bring friends in on this as long as they can keep it under wraps.
Oh, believe me, I can keep things under wraps.
It was a little mummy joke, darling.
Yeah, I walked into that. Look. Don't you all have security footage? Can we look at that? Talk to any of your other security staff here? I mean, I know it is a Halloween party, so maybe they just thought someone had a really great costume and hobbled their way out of here, but, yeah, that might be helpful.
Sure, a reasonable first step.
Is this a test?
No, it's a crime, I believe.
Can I read a person?
Sure. Oh, I think I forgot to put that in the roll table because it's not on the basic moves.
Would that be? Is
Heck,
that
to-
charm?
it's-
Is that sharp?
It's sharp. Let me pull
Okay.
it out of the. I forgot to bring it over from the Roll20 game.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Let me just go to the website quick. But yes, it is plus sharp.
Okay.
Because I added it. Here we go. I'll put it in the chat for you guys.
That
I'll add to the tree
Is
later.
it 10?
All right. When you read a person in a charged interaction, roll plus sharp. On a 10 plus, hold 2. I'm putting this in Discord.
Thank you. Discord.
And you can spend the hold 1 for 1 to ask questions of me or another player, such as, are they telling the truth? What are they really feeling? What do they intend to do? What do they wish you'd do? How could I get them to blank? I added this from,
guess-
I think, Apocalypse World, in case chat's
Okay.
wondering.
Is this character telling the truth?
About what?
Is this a test for Wynn?
I don't think it's unreasonable to think that might be part of the motivation.
Okay.
Considering how actually unbothered she seems by you just walking up to her and asking this, I think that's a reasonable assumption to make.
Okay. I guess. What does she intend to do?
From what you can tell, she intends to sit back and watch this roll. And see what happens.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to talk to your security staff and see any sort of footage they might have. Yeah, Wynn might like to take a look at it too. He's pretty good at that sort of thing.
Sure. All right. And she kind of looks over a couple people's heads. Dale. And summons a security guard to you. When you know this guy, I guess Dale is head of security at the museum. And she says, Dale, we have a consultant here who needs to go over some security footage. You don't mind, do you? And he shakes his head. No, ma'am, not at all. Follow me.
Great.
Wynn notices this
Waves over to
conversation.
Wynn. Yeah. Waves to
Probably
Wynn's
was like too focused and slides in. It's like, oh, Dr. Dern, I see you met Sal. She was the friend I was telling you about earlier. Used to work in law enforcement or something. I don't know the details. See, y'all are acquainted. So what's going on?
We're gonna check the security footage.
Right. Security footage. Yep. That was the plan. Let's go do that then.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Dale will unlock the office for you.
What's up, Dale?
Thank you for an enlightening conversation, Dr. Dern.
She just kind of looks at you, sips some champagne.
So, Dale, your office is that way, right? Did you catch the Bucks game last night? That was a real blowout, wasn't it?
No, man, it sucked. I had to watch it here on that little TV because I was working.
Right. Yeah,
That was rough.
it was. We'll follow along with Sal and Dale to the security.
Is Wynn a Bucks fan?
No, Wynn just likes sports. So
Okay, I was just making sure because Atlanta's like right there.
no. I was just making small talk.
I got concerned. So...
That's bleed over from me living in the Tampa area.
Yeah. Okay. So Wynn and Sally, I guess, are following Dale. Where's Surza and Victoria doing? Are you going along or are you doing something else?
Victoria looks at them walking off, looks back to Surza. Loading dock?
Sure.
Just try not to touch too much. We don't want to mess with the crime scene.
Is it like a crime scene though, or?
I mean, something was stolen, so yes. That is a
Was it
crime.
stolen?
Stealing is a crime.
Oh, I got that part, but like, was it stolen?
Well, that's what we are trying to find out.
All right. Yeah, okay, let's go.
We'll go to the loading docks.
Okay. So the two of you head off towards the loading dock to investigate, while Wynn and Sally go check the security footage. We'll do security footage first. So, Wynn and Sally, you follow Dale through one of these employee-only doors down a hallway. I was trying to remember the last time anything happened in the museum, who was there, but Sally was there. So Sally, you've probably been back here before. He leads you
The
to
museum. God damn it.
Yup.
I can't remember. I just remembered how angry I was the last time we were here.
except that wasn't Wynn.
RJ.
RJ.
Shakes
Damn
fist
it.
at RJ somewhere in the
Ajax.
distance. Yeah, Wynn.
That was not Wynn.
When you can feel a real sort of negative energy hanging in the air. But for real, the two of you follow Dale into the security office. So, what time frame are we looking at? I can scrub it back for you.
I mean, I guess the past couple of hours since it was noticed that anything was missing.
Yeah, I mean, how long has the exhibit been in there for?
It was delivered, I want to say 3 days ago. Sat in temperature control for about a day, and then we brought it up yesterday.
All right.
Last night.
So yeah,
Then
probably
let's
starting
even
last
say
night.
last night. Yeah.
Last night. All right. And he, I don't know, clicks some buttons.
Enhance.
I imagine with
Enhance.
little doohickey like knobs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
forward,
A little-
scrolls forward. Yeah.
Zooms in on a display case and enhances, and you can see a license plate. No, that doesn't happen. There's no cars in the museum. Just drive right off the dang thing. He scrubs it back to last night around the time of the exhibit being pulled up. It was about when would the museum close? Like 6? I don't know what times museums close. I
By
closes
8 at least. Yeah.
we'll say it was. They were. I don't know. It was Employee Appreciation Day, so they closed it early because it was a Saturday. That sounds great. So they closed at 5. And you see after a little bit, a couple of museum workers sort of wheeling the sort of very large crate in it, opening it very carefully, placing the sarcophagus, a very heavy piece of equipment. So several people sort of moving it very gently and placing it in the space that's been being set up sort of in the center of this room, sort of like display cases around the outer wall, and then a center, it's like in a roped off area. And then there is a pedestal that is set up next to it. They pull out a sort of small, relatively small, like glass case with some papers and parchments that are laying in it, set it up on this this pedestal they've set up, and then they set up the ropes around the exhibit. And after a little bit, they head out for the day. A couple of hours pass. Occasionally, you will see a security guard walk by, but nothing interesting until about 8 o'clock. And 8 o'clock, you see someone make their way into the room. They make their way up to the exhibit where the mummy is. You see them look over a few things, stop at the display case with the parchments that have been unscrolled in there, and they stand there for a bit, looking over them. And they stand there. And then they turn to leave. And I assume you have Dale stop the camera to try to see the face
Yeah, hold up right
of
there,
this
bud.
person. Oh yeah. Scrolls it back a little bit and stops it. And you see a young-looking man, probably early 20s, maybe 21, 22, jet black hair, pale skin, in sort of a hoodie and jeans and boots. And Sally, was Sally there for the Children of Artemis, Daughters of Artemis deal? Sally was there for all that, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't Isabel. That's what I thought. Sally, you recognize him because you've met him before. This is Remy, one of the twins.
Shit. The werewolf twins, yeah? Or one of them was a werewolf. Let me see.
One of them is a werebear. Oh yeah, because Sally, I think, beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
That's Luca. The one on footage is Remy, who is a vampire.
Right. Can we like get a screenshot of that or something?
Yeah, sure. Give me a second. Takes a screenshot.
Yeah.
I can, well, I was gonna say I print it out. I guess I can just email it to you.
That'd be great.
We haven't seen anything at this point from the actual sarcophagus, though, right?
Nope.
Okay. Wynn just kind of gives Sal a look and then says, "All right, well, let's get to the good part. I need to look to see what happened with the mummy."
Yeah, all right. He scrubs through the video some more. The young man leaves the museum, and for the rest of the night, nothing happens. Most of the day, the next day, nothing happens. The museum was closed early again on Halloween to set up for the event. And so right around, let's see, what time did I say this event started? 8?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. Right around like 7:30, while the museum is still mostly empty and everyone is sort of out in, you can see sort of out in the main area, like setting up, the catering is being brought in and everything. There's nobody else in this exhibit, and you start to see, with no one else in the room, the lid of the sarcophagus start to move. It jolts a couple of times, and then when there is enough space, you see a hand sort of reach out, and then another hand reach out to sort of push it partially open, and you see a old bandaged mummy pull itself out of the sarcophagus, grab the case with a couple of papers in it, tuck it under its arm, and start to slowly, and having to brace itself on the wall a couple of times, make its way through the museum. It walks into the other room with the rest of the ancient Egypt artifacts in it, and begins to, as best it can, sort of wreak havoc in here. It goes up to some of the display cases. You can see it sort of shaking them, trying to open them, eventually taking a couple of the smaller ones and making its way towards the back.
Does it just walk out of the loading dock? Just walks out?
Just walks down the hallway, out the loading dock, into the night. And Dale says, "What in the Sam Hill did I just watch?"
A really talented thief. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is some
Someone
Scooby-Doo
made their
level
way
shit right
inside. Yeah.
What?
They really made themselves look like a mummy too, huh? Yeah, I've heard about this before. Yeah.
I'd probably
you
guess
go
at
in.
some point in the transport, probably stashed the actual mummy, climbed inside, bandaged themselves up. Hell, if they're real talented, they might have done it after y'all set it up. Maybe like loop the footage. You can probably tell there's a couple frames here. You see a bit of static. You see like right there, pointing at nothing.
Man, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Could we get a copy of this too? Do you mind?
Yeah. I'm.
Can you just, if you could just
Copy the
grab
file.
the file and email it to me.
Sure, yeah. Damn, the things people come up with nowadays. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's
Happens a
really
lot with,
disrespectful too.
Yeah,
Right.
high value art thieves, that sort of thing. You got to be careful with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, some people might say that us, and he's typing away, sort of pulling up your email, grabbing the file. Some people might say us having the, the things in the first place is disrespectful, but fuck me if I'm gonna crawl inside a box like that just to do something about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it could be an activist of some sort trying to get the mummy back where it belongs, along with all the other stuff here. Yeah, a lot of issues there.
Insane.
Yeah, thanks. We'll look into it. Dr. Dern has us looking into this, so we'll talk with her once we figure out exactly what happened.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thanks.
Appreciate all your help,
What?
Dale.
I guess I get why she don't want to call the police. Fuck me if they'd even believe it.
Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, we'll see you later. Good luck with the rest of the party.
Yeah, y'all. I don't know. Good luck, I guess. Oh,
Thanks.
happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
You make your way out of the office.
That goddamn mummy just walked out of the fucking sarcophagus!
Yeah, that mummy just walked out of a sarcophagus. That's
What the
so. What we
fuck?
think that kid reanimated the mummy or something? Do you know that?
I know him. His name is Remy. He's a fucking vampire.
Fucking vampires.
He was hanging out with the Children of Artemis, that bullshit we were dealing with Hector.
Right. Shit. Okay. Well, we gotta follow up on him because clearly he's got something to do with this. We gotta find this mummy first before it wanders into traffic with the handful of shit that it stole. I mean, that was what, 7:30? What time is it right now? Looks at phone.
9:45.
45. Rate that thing was moving. Probably can't be more than a mile or two from here.
At least.
So that's assuming nobody picked it up outside. But... All right. Well, let's go find Vic and Sir and see what they found. And I told Dr. Dern that you were in law enforcement previously and are looking to get your degree again. I don't know. I made something up so I could get y'all involved in this.
So I'm a freshman in college,
I don't know. Maybe
but
you
I
interned
used to
or
be a
something,
police
or,
officer?
or like a, I don't know, one of the meter people.
I mean, my ID stuff says I'm like 23, but damn, I had a lot going on before
I'd have
this.
to look too closely. She didn't really ask too many questions, so I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but apparently she has it out for me.
Yeah, about that. We'll talk.
All right. All right, well, let's go find this thing before Sir cuts it in half.
Might just fall apart on its own.
All right, let us go to Sirza and Victoria. So while this is going on, the two of you made your way out through the employee area to the loading dock. I assume to look for clues of some sort. Okay. So you guys can roll to investigate a mystery.
Oh God. That's a 5.
Okay.
I got a 9. This makes sense.
Okay. So yeah, mark XP for your failure. And Victoria, you can hold 1 and ask a question.
All right. Oh, my basic rules.
Sirza, you can ask a question too.
Any question?
Any question? You can ask one off the list, or if there's something you want to know, you can make something up.
Where's the list? Under basic moves?
So under the basic moves, under investigate a mystery, there's a list of prompt questions that you can ask.
That's not going to help. That's not even the right system. Sorry, my thing is broken. I cannot see those.
Oh no. You've got what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can hurt it, where did it go, what was it going to do, or what is being concealed here.
I'm gonna go with what was it going to do?
Okay. What was it going to do? Sir, you look around. You don't really see anything at first. And then towards the back of the loading dock, you see sort of a dark, like a dark streak on the ground, like there was some sort of dark liquid there that was there previously and is starting to dry. I think you immediately assume it's a bloodstain and are convinced that this creature is out for blood. Victoria, you also get a question.
Yes. What is being concealed here?
What? Look at these freaking god rays that I've got.
Ooh.
Right now. They'll be gone in like 5 minutes.
That's so cool.
Well, you are the
they'll be
god
gone
of this game.
What is being concealed here?
Yes, please.
You take a look around, and you see, similar to what Wynn saw before, you see a few like dusty footprints here and there. You see another one of these handprints sort of on the edge of one of the loading dock doors, as if something has sort of made its way out and is heading towards town. You also notice something sort of right outside that's been almost like stashed in like the bushes nearby. It's a like a small duffel bag that looks like someone has hid here. You pull it out, pull it open, and you see a few things inside. A black hoodie, a pair of like black tennis shoes, and a few other sort of bits and bobs. You dealt with Travis long enough to, I think, sort of know what you're seeing here. But there is also an envelope sort of tucked underneath everything that's been sort of hidden, and you open it up and it's full of cash.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'll take the duffel bag. Did you find anything?
Yeah, I'm like 90% certain that it murdered somebody here.
What?
I mean, like the blood stain on the ground. Hello.
All right. Oh, jeez. All right. Okay.
Victoria, you look at it. It's definitely oil from a truck that like idled here for too long.
Well, I don't know what demon blood is like. Actually, I do know what demon blood is like because I've seen Sal bleed. This is not that. This is oil from a car.
So it's car blood?
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of.
So it murdered a car.
Yes, it did. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just clarifying. So, mommy murdered car.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm guessing is like a huge deal.
Yes, very big. Car aside is motor aside is very important, and we take it very seriously up here.
Right. So we have to kill this mummy thing.
Well, we have to bring him to justice. That is for a fact.
So I get to use my sword.
Well, justice doesn't necessarily mean death. It could mean just bringing him back and putting him back to sleep. If the mummy did, in fact, walk off and it wasn't a person.
Really boring, though. Like, it's more fun if I use my sword, I think.
You know, sometimes justice is boring, unfortunately.
Then I say let's skip the justice part and just do the fun part.
All right. You know what? This oil is leaving a trail. Could you follow it and see where it leads?
Do you think the mummy would be down the trail?
Well, if I know anything about hunting, if the car is harmed, you know, we're going to find a carcass somewhere, and that's going to be important.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Well, if it's not dead, someone's got to put it out of its misery.
So if I find the car, I get to kill it.
Yes.
Okay. Runs off in the direction of where the oil is leaking.
Okay.
Did you guys find anything?
I assume probably at this point, Wynn and Sally can rejoin the group as Surza is making her way out of the loading dock and out into Cedar Grove to chase down a car. Now have to write a mystery where Turbo Teen is the villain.
What'd you guys find?
I am currently trying to rewrite Sister Christian to include mummies. Anyway,
Motorcide. What's your price of light?
Night Ranger was weird, you guys.
yeah, just a bit.
I gotta stop making fucking 80s jokes on this show. No one's gonna get them.
Never gonna get that teen audience, Savannah. Where did Sir go?
She's chasing down a lead. I found this duffel bag full of thieving tools and cash.
Cash.
Black hoodie. Yeah, looks through,
Yeah.
finds the black hoodie. I mean, maybe we weren't too far off when we were lying to Dale.
What'd you guys find?
Well, we did find someone that had been here last night. It was actually one of the crew that was rolling with the children of Artemis. I know y'all weren't here for that case.
I was there for that.
Abby was there for that. For the first one when they met everybody.
Oh, when we went down in the tunnels, Victoria was there.
Victoria was there for that, but Victoria hasn't met most of the
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
squad.
Okay.
That would have been Abby.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that we all sort of filled each other in with the
Yeah,
the
she would
general
know
mysteries
who
that
they
happened.
are, probably.
Yeah.
All right.
Remy was the vampire, who has a
Okay.
brother who's a werebear. I
Right.
don't ask questions. Family's weird.
They're the ones you fought, right?
Yeah, more his brother, but yeah. Yeah, he came in last night and spent a hell of a lot of time looking at those papyrus things that were in the case, and then he just left.
Didn't take anything?
Not that we saw, but then at like 7:30 this evening, it looked like the mummy just fucking took off. Like climbed out of its sarcophagus, took a bunch of shit, and walked out the loading dock.
Well, all right then. That is quite strange.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I guess.
But I mean, we
need-
kind of lied to the security guard and said like, oh, it was just thieves. Someone just like dressed up like a mummy. So, I mean, maybe?
Right, but why would they leave the street clothes and the money?
Yeah, I'm not 100%. I think I really just want it to be like really advanced thieves and not an actual fucking mummy walking around.
Why not?
I've seen a lot of shit in my day, but I don't know. Like I think that crosses a line for me. And I don't know. I might have to analyze that a little bit more.
Right.
For myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, if it's an actual mummy that came back, it's gonna start feeding on people, and then all sorts of disasters are gonna start happening, and then
Are you making?
Yeah, I think that's
Right.
You're referencing The Mummy, right? Like
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's how it actually works.
do we know it's not how it works? I'm just saying, be prepared for the worst.
That's fair.
Anybody
Well,
got a
either
cat?
way, there is a mummy that's missing. So we need to find that and get it back to the museum.
I think around this time, Circe returns out of breath.
What's up?
I found it and I put it out of its misery.
Very proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Don't worry about it.
What did you put out of its misery?
Car.
You killed a car.
Well, no, the mummy attacked it first. I just followed the oil trail and found it off. So I just finished the job.
Why?
Well, Victoria said I had to.
You told her to off a car.
Yes, to put it out of its misery.
If she ends up on some footage and I have to like pay someone's like insurance costs or something, that's on you. That one's on you.
We're gonna have to circle back around on this, but we have more important things, so let's stay focused. I think our best lead is to some of us to go try to find Remy, the others to try to follow whatever trail or wherever this mummy might have wandered off to.
All right.
All right.
I guess I go with the Remy team because I've actually met the guy. So
Yeah. Why don't you bring Circe on that?
Well, which option would require me to use my sword more?
Honestly, probably 50-50.
The Remy thing, definitely.
Yeah.
Swords do not work against mummies.
do not encourage her. I don't want her to just fucking chop this guy's head off.
Oh, no. Well, I don't remember exactly what happened or when y'all told me about that situation, but did you leave on good terms with Remy and his brother, or were they kind of on the team?
No, I mean, we're all
Angel
cool
side?
now, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then Sal'goz with you for protection, just in case.
All right. No, Sal doesn't need a lot of protecting.
Just put the sword away for right now. Again, just away.
Okay.
And again, don't put it on after I've told you we're going somewhere where you can't wear it.
But like, our whole job is like fighting monsters and stuff. What if I need it?
We'll talk about this later. All right.
All right.
Keep yourself.
We're gonna go look for a mummy in the woods or traffic or whatever.
Great.
Okay, Sally and Cirza are going to go look for Remy. Wynn and Victoria are going to go look for a mummy. Before we get to that, Cirza, what did you do to the car?
I'm pretty sure she just found a parked car, and because she's not a tracker, she just followed the oil wherever and then led to a car, and she just slashed its tires with her sword and figured that would do it.
Okay. As you all, so what's the, how are you all getting to where you're going? Because you did all just bring one car to the event.
Oh yeah, Victoria drove, didn't she?
All
Well, I'm
right,
assuming that Wynn and Victoria are not driving. I assume they're going on foot to
No,
try to
yeah.
follow. Unless this mummy got in a car.
Maybe it's a
Sally,
turpentine.
you
Yeah.
you can drive my car.
I can.
Yes. Do not go over the speed limit. If you get a ticket, you're paying for it.
Fine.
Can I drive?
No.
No. Yeah, let's take the vet. Yeah. All right.
Watches them walk off. I'm gonna regret that, aren't I?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I forget.
think I
Is the
should-
Corvette a convertible?
Yes. Yes.
Cool. Just wondering.
Okay,
Blasting
so
80s music and running down the highway.
Wynn and Victoria, you make your way on foot. The direction that the mummy went, which is going to take you towards downtown a little bit, sort of on the edge of it. And Sally and Cirza, you make your way through the parking lot towards Victoria's car. Cirza passed the car that you have put out of its misery, which Sally, I think you can see, is parked a couple of spaces away from every other car in the parking lot, and is a very nice blue Bentley.
Oh no. Is this the car that you put out of its misery?
Yeah. Is it like actually dead, or should I be doing more to
Nope,
it?
nope, do not touch it. Get in the car. Get in the car.
The dead car or the other car?
No, the car that we have, the Corvette, her
Right.
car.
Okay,
Now,
yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
now, quickly.
Jumps in the car.
Speeds the fuck out of there. We were not near that car. What Bentley? No idea what you're fucking talking about. Bye-bye.
Victoria, your car peels out of the parking lot.
It's fine. It's fine. Sal's responsible. She's been driving for literally hundreds of years since probably cars came out. So it's fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Smash cut to like an old timey, movie of Sal in like a fucking Model T. Peeling around.
Let's have Sally and Surza first. Where are you going?
I guess to like the only hangout that I can think of, which was we had to go into, was it the cafe that had like the secret hangout room?
It was the bookstore.
The bookstore. Okay.
And one of their moms owned the bookstore, and it had a fun name.
It did. And I want to find it.
What was it? It was Monica's mom. Tome Raiders.
Tome Raiders. There it is.
Yeah, so Monica, who is a shapeshifter. I mean, all of them. But her mother, who is also a shapeshifter, Tracy, she owns Tome Raiders, which is downtown. So cool. And sort of loop around and head to the bookstore, which I'm sure you've all been to at some point. It's a great little place. You have a little bit of trouble finding parking at 10 p.m. on Halloween downtown in a college town, I imagine. But so you sort of swing out, park a little ways away, and Sally and Surza, you make your way up to Tome Raiders. There are a couple of lights on in the front windows. It does seem as if it is open, and you make your way in, and you see Tracy, the owner of the store, say woman in her she looks like she's about in her late 40s, probably, dressed up as she does every year, like Lara Croft Tomb Raider. And she is sort of sitting towards the front of the store. She's got a table set up. There is a big thing of candy bars and stuff, and she's just kind of chilling. There's a few people milling around with their kids. And she smiles or waves when she sees you, tosses her braid over her shoulder. Well, happy Halloween.
Hey, Trace, how are you?
Good.
Happy Halloween. Oh, this is my sister, Surza. Surza's Trace. She owns a store.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, Surza's gonna be staying from out of town.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to introduce you to the kids.
Yeah, speaking of which, you seen Remy tonight?
Remy? No, they haven't been around for a few days. Well, that's not true. I saw Luca yesterday, but no.
No, Remy. Right. Yeah, I kind of need to talk to him. Do you know where he might be hanging out tonight?
I mean, the kids were all gonna meet up here to head out to a party. I don't know, what time is it? Pushing 10. I mean, they were all gonna meet up here probably around 10, so you're looking at them coming by soon if you want to hang out.
If you don't mind, yeah, I can head off to the hangout spot.
Oh, sure, yeah. You know where the door is.
Great. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have a Twix? That'd be, yeah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, because if they stay here, I'm just gonna eat them.
I feel that. Thank you.
Sarza, you want some?
Of what?
Candy.
Right. I remember what this is. Yep. Yeah, sure.
Have a couple.
She just grabs a handful.
You really are
Seems
from out of
delish.
town, huh?
Yeah. Could say that.
Right, so I'm just gonna let Sally sort of catch you up on our whole situation here.
Yeah. Thanks, Trace. Yeah, we'll be in the back.
Yeah, I'll let you know when they get here.
Thanks.
Two of you head to the back of the bookstore. There are a couple of reading nooks sort of set in alcoves back here. Sally, you make your way to one of them, knowing exactly where the false panel in the wall is. Press into it, and one of the walls sort of slides open, revealing a secret passage.
After you.
Sure, yeah.
If you see anyone in here, don't kill them. They're allowed to be back here.
I'm not stupid. I'm not just gonna kill someone because they exist somewhere that I'm unfamiliar with.
You want to tell that to the Amazon guy that came at 10 p.m.?
He set off the alarm. And I didn't kill him, I just threatened to.
Lucky I'm not in a lawsuit right now. All right, let's go.
All right. The two of you head down the passage, just slopes down a little bit and then opens up into a large, essentially what's been made into a rec room down here. There's a big fireplace on one wall. There is some chairs and tables on one side, a couple of couches around the fireplace, a fridge in the corner. I'm pretty sure I said last time there was like a pool table or something in here. It's a nice little place.
Why don't we have something like this?
I mean, we kind of used to, but, Abby's still, out in England, and I mean, what, you want a pool table?
Yeah, and like the fireplace and stuff sounds nice too.
Well, our lease isn't up for another 9 months, so we'll look for somewhere with a fireplace.
All right. You hang out for a bit, make yourself comfortable, and as you do, behind you, I don't know, from like the couch you're sitting on or something, you feel a bit of a chill, and then you hear a ooh.
Hey, Joe, where you at?
Fucking I get. I was really hoping it was somebody new. Look, Sally, come on. Appearing in front of you is a translucent young man, sort of long hair, who has a beer sort of vaguely floating in one hand. What's up?
Not much. Good to see you. Spooky Joe, this is my sister Serza. Serza, this is Spooky Joe.
What's up? I'm Spooky Joe.
I got that much, yeah.
You first one here, or anyone else show up yet?
No, not yet. You want a beer?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
And he like floats over to the fridge, sticks a hand through the door, that grabs 2 bottles and brings them to you. Sorry, you guys going to the party.
Party?
Yeah, that's why everybody was meeting here. We're gonna walk over. Halloween's really the only time most of us can go anywhere. I mean, except for the couple of us that look human, but.
Yeah. Where are y'all headed?
The cemetery.
Oh. Right. I was asking Trace, but is Remy coming? Luca?
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Cool. we all been up to? Anything fun? Interesting?
I mean, interesting is kind of a hard concept to define. We've been doing some pretty fun stuff, though. We started having movie nights on Thursdays.
Right. Watch anything inspiring lately?
I mean, I convinced everyone to watch Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It's basically my favorite movie.
Yes,
Sort
it's
of.
pretty good.
Inspired by the comedy of it all, I guess.
Right. Cool. Yeah, no, we'd love to join you. Vic and Wynn are around too. I don't know if you've met Wynn before, but yeah, it's cool maybe if they join.
Yeah, more the merrier.
Cool.
I brought plenty of beer, so
Great. Yeah, I'll text them, and yeah, see when they get here.
great.
Text the group chat all this business so far.
A few minutes later, you hear the door slide open again, and a few other people walk in. People that, Sally, I think you recognize. There is Annabelle, who has her very large head of snakes instead of hair, free for once instead of pulled back in a headband. Her sort of bright green contacts in. A couple of other people walk in behind her. You see Monica and Jake, who you know are both shapeshifters, Monica being the daughter of owner of the store. And you see Alice, who is sort of stick thin, bright pink hair, wearing what looks like a corset instead of her usual harness, with these big, sort of almost butterfly-like pink wings coming off of her back, which I don't think you've ever actually seen before. She keeps them
I don't think so, no.
harnessed in, and so this group of ostensibly monsters makes their way into the room, smiling, sort of greeting you. Annabelle walks over. Hi, Sally.
Hey.
Tracy told us you were down here.
Yeah. Good to see y'all. I just make introductions all around y'all. This is my sister, my half sister, Surza, in from out of town. Gonna be staying with me for a while. So,
Right, the
yeah.
horns are real then?
Oh, yeah. I like your wings. Wings.
Oh yeah. Alice kind of like flutters her wings, like thanks.
Yeah, I used to have a pair, got them confiscated a while back, but
Oh man, that happened to me once. My mom is such a hard ass.
oh, I can totally relate to that.
Yep.
Annabelle just sort of looks between the two of you. A little snake kind of poking its head up by hers, looking at you. Sorry, you guys, were you coming to the party?
I mean, I guess, sure. We were actually kind of looking for Remy and Luca. I heard they're coming though, so hey.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, we haven't heard from Remy in a couple of days. Actually, she kind of looks at the group. So I've been kind of meaning to tell you guys. That's why Luca's not here. He said he hadn't seen Remy in a couple of days, so he's sort of trolling around looking for him.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because they spend all their time together.
When's the last time you saw him?
Well, he was here Thursday for movie night. And yeah, after he left, we haven't seen him all weekend.
He say anything? Acting funny?
I mean, no funnier than normal. He still thinks it's funny to stand in the doorway and ask to be invited in every movie night, so.
Yeah, right.
That is funny.
It's kind of funny.
Right. Do y'all have either of their numbers? Might want to
Oh, yeah.
get in touch.
Yeah, Remy hasn't been answering, but I could call Luca.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
Sure. She pulls out her phone, dials, sort of rings a couple of times, and then you hear somebody on the line say, Hey, Luca, it's Annabelle. You have caller ID on your cell phone. You know that. Where are you? Okay. Yeah. So funny story. Sally's here, and with Serza, her sister. Yeah, do you mind talking to her? Okay. She hands over the phone.
Hey, Luca! Happy Halloween!
What do you want?
Where the fuck's your brother?
You can hear sort of in the background, there's like a lot of ambient sound. There's some music, there's lots of voices, like that kind of thing. If I knew that, do you think I would be out looking for him?
When's the last time you saw him?
Friday.
You obviously think that something's going on because you're looking for him and you don't think he like went off to the lake for the weekend.
Well, yeah, no, he hasn't come home in 2 days.
He into something right now? Talking to new people?
Not that I know of. Look, I don't know. Sally, it's probably fine. It's probably nothing.
No, I really don't think it's nothing. In fact, I know it's not. And I need to find him.
How do you know?
Let's just say I know where he was Saturday night.
Okay, do you want to be a little less cryptic with me right now?
Walks away from the group a little bit. I have him on footage hanging out after hours in the museum Saturday night.
Son of a bitch.
So what are you not telling me right now?
I don't know, man. He came home the other day real excited, said he'd found a new partner for his research.
Really?
I mean, you know, Remy's all into like magic and shit. I don't get it. I'm not good at it. I don't understand it. He doesn't even try to explain it to me anymore, but I don't know. I just assumed it was on the up and up. I mean, we have a literal club of friggin' monsters that hangs out under Cedar Grove. I assumed it was fine.
Right. Anything else you can give me? Did he give you a name, a meetup place? Any idea about what the hell he's into?
No, all he said was that some discovery had been made and he was going to look for some documents.
Documents. Right. Okay. If you find him or you get any fucking leads at all about where he's at, you call me, all right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna give
Yeah,
my
okay.
number to Annabelle, and you call. You got it?
Yeah.
Because if you don't, I can't guarantee that we get him out of this. All right?
Yeah, I get it.
All right. Keep me posted.
All right.
Fuck. Might have to take a rain check on the party, y'all. Sorry about that.
Is everything okay?
I hope so. But just in case, we're gonna go looking at some stuff. If any of y'all hear from Remy, call me, okay? I just
Okay.
want to make sure he's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, again, Sir's new in town, so if any of y'all are around, yeah, maybe y'all want to do the movie night on Thursdays.
Alice, with her like bright pink hair and big wings, sort of pops up again. That's a great idea. Do you like movies?
I've seen a few. They're okay.
I think
That's
we
high
got some ones
praise
you
from
might
her.
like.
Yeah.
Oh, and we always order pizza.
Oh, well, then I'm coming.
Awesome. Let me give you my number.
Okay.
It's, fairy girl puts her number in your phone. Great. Yeah, just text me. You're welcome anytime. Kind of got a little club going on. We're trying out new names because the last one sort of it didn't work out at all, really. So yeah, I mean, if you think of anything good, because all we've got right now is that Spooky Joe wants to call us the Monster Squad, which I'm kind of into, but is also like a little contrived.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, just think about it.
Cool. Yeah. Sounds fun. Hey, Sal, are you sure we can't like stop by this Halloween party tonight, or like?
I mean, if we can get some of this stuff checked out, I mean, if y'all are going to be there later, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it usually goes pretty late. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice for us, out when it's dark outside, spooky lights. Nobody can tell like the wings and the snakes and stuff are real. So
Yeah, we'll try to stop by.
cool.
Sounds fun.
Well, I'll see you there.
See y'all later.
All right, and the two of you make your way out of the bookstore, back out onto the streets, downtown Cedar Grove. I think we'll go ahead and take a break, so we're not pushing it too far, and then we will pick up with Wynn and Victoria making their way downtown. Walking fast, I assume.
Faces passing. Homebound.
Something like that. Mummy bound, if you will. So we're gonna take a quick break, 5-10 minutes, to refresh our snacks, our drinks, and ourselves, and to probably keep putting new names for the Monster Squad in the chat. So if you think of any, let us know, because I sure as heck didn't. We will be back very shortly, so stick around, and when we get back, we'll see what happens next. And welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us during our break. We are locked and loaded and ready to keep going. So we're gonna pick back up. I guess technically before where we left off. We're going to pick back up where we left off. We're going to go over to Wynn and Victoria, who are making their way sort of away from the museum, which is sort of on the outskirts of downtown, looking for a mummy, I guess. What's the play here?
Well, so it's been leaving like dusty footprints and handprints all over the place, so trying to follow those before resorting to magical means of tracking.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that to some extent. I think until you sort of hit the edge of downtown, you can follow it pretty clearly. But it does sort of make a beeline for town. Once you sort of make your way down there, it's not that far. You can walk it pretty easily. But once you make it down there, you sort of lose the trail as you are hit with crowds of people, loud music sort of coming from several of the establishments down here, and yeah, you kind of lose the trail in the crowd, essentially.
All right, I think I'm gonna have to make a phone call.
What, you can get some satellite tracking or something?
I don't know if they have those capabilities, but I can probably get an artifact or something.
Sure, go for it.
All right. I would like to call up my agency, please.
Okay. As you probably call your uncle. You put in your thing that he's kind of like your handler, so.
Yes, yep.
Cool. All right. Uncle Vito.
Yep.
All right. So you have a move for this, yes, I believe.
Yes. I roll plus sharp and see how it goes.
All right, let's deal with the agency.
Ooh. All right, that's 9. So on a 9, on a 7 to 9, things aren't so great. You might get chewed out by your superiors, and there'll be fallout, but you get what you need for the job.
Could I try to help to bump it to a 10?
Okay, how are you gonna help?
I was thinking, like, listening in on the conversation, like, if Victoria has a habit of being very blunt with people, and maybe not always approaching things in the most diplomatic ways, and maybe Wynn's just like, maybe say please.
Okay, sure. I buy that. Go ahead and roll to help.
I'm very personable. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh, that's too many dice.
You're rolling like 6 dice there, pal.
Yeah, I don't know why I was doing that.
Ooh.
That's a 4.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Sure. Victoria.
I'll take that XP.
Go ahead and take that XP. You call up your uncle. There are a couple of rings, and then he picks up, and you can hear him sort of having another conversation in the background, and then finally Victoria says, give me a second, okay? Victoria. Hey.
Hey, Uncle Vita, how you doing?
Good. What's going on, kiddo?
Well, I got a bit of a situation down here. Looks like a mummy got up and walked off from the museum that Wynn works at. So we are attempting to apprehend and bring it back.
Well, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Are you wearing an outfit this year?
Oh, no, we're just kind of staying at home, taking it easy.
Yeah. Handing out candy and all that.
Oh, yeah, it's real fun. So what do you need from me?
Well, we're having trouble tracking it. It's gone into a bit of a crowd, and we're kind of lost it. So I'm wondering if the agency has anything that can help with that.
Was that Uncle V? Tell him I said hi.
I will. Hold on.
Is that Wynn Crowley?
Yeah. Wynn says hi.
You tell him he better be behaving down there.
I will make sure to tell him that.
Right. You know, Vic, I mean, tis the season and all. We're pretty busy up here.
Yeah.
You said it was in a crowded area. Here's an idea. Have you tried asking anybody if they've seen a mummy?
On Halloween.
I mean, like a really good mummy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I just was wondering if it's there's anything, any artifacts or anything that would help us with this, or with the mummy in general. Maybe to put it back to sleep. If it has just awoken and started moving around.
All right. Hold on for just a second. Let me take a look, see what I can dig up.
All right. When he says behave yourself.
I always behave myself. I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm sure I'm sure he's just being protective, you know. How my family gets.
What have you been telling them about me?
Normal stuff.
Normal stuff.
Well, I did tell them about your little fallout with the family.
Right. So like everyone knows about that now, okay.
Well, I mean, it's something important, especially since we work with them. Well, we used to work with them.
Right. All right. Tell my mom my best behavior, I guess.
All right.
He picks back up the phone a couple minutes later. All right, kid. I got a couple of things here that might help. It's gonna take a minute, but I might be able to at least get an idea of sort of what side of town it's on.
All right.
Depends on how much time we're working with you.
Yeah, whatever you can give us.
All right. Give me about 5-10 minutes. I'll call you back.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Oh, and I'm not on speakerphone, am I?
No?
Next time you call us up, you know, just in case it's your dad or someone who answers the phone, maybe tell Crowley to shut his face.
Yes, I will do that.
All right. Listen, I got nothing against the kid, but your father is, well, he's your father.
Yeah, he don't need to say anything more than that.
All right. Give me a few minutes. I'll call you back.
All right. Thank you, Uncle Vito.
Bye now.
Bye.
He hangs up.
Right. Well, maybe we start asking around and see if anybody's seen a mummy.
Yeah. Can't be too hard. I mean, how popular are mummy costumes these days?
Well, that's true. Excuse me.
You look around, and the person that you see sort of standing in front of you, you speak to them because they stick out in the crowd a little bit, just hanging up from a phone call. This younger man,
Uncle Vito.
this older man in a Jimmy Buffett style Hawaiian shirt. No, a younger man, long, sort of thick black hair, turns, and when you swear you've seen this guy before, because while he is bigger and beefier, he has the same face as the kid you saw on the security footage. Yeah.
Remy?
Luca, do you know Remy?
Right, twin. That makes sense. You got about 40 pounds on him. Yeah, but I'm friends with Sal. We're both friends with Sal.
Right, I thought you looked familiar. Victoria, your hair's different.
Yeah. Well, this is a wig. Mothman.
I thought it was a lot shorter.
Yeah, no, I did go blonde though.
Right, so you're also out here looking for my idiot brother. Great, perfect. Everybody in this fucking town.
Actually, we're looking for a mummy that looks to Wynn. Like, is it okay if I say something?
Yeah, I think he can know.
That up and walked out of the exhibit at the museum.
I'm sorry, a mummy?
Yeah. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think we might have a zombie situation on our hand, not quite a mummy. I mean, like, it could be, but it's
not
basically a
again.
zombie, right? I'm sorry, did you say again?
I don't really want to talk about it, if I'm being totally honest. Have you guys seen Remy?
Not today, but we might have seen some security footage of him at the museum last night.
Yeah, Sally told me.
Oh,
I think he might be involved with having stolen or reanimated this mummy.
Okay. Great. Cool. Perfect. Good.
If you can help us find the mummy, because it came through this way, we'll find Remy if he had anything to do with this.
Yeah, I can try to sniff it out.
I'm sorry. I just have to ask. Is this something your brother can do? Is reanimate things?
You know, that's a complicated question.
Unfortunately, it is one we need answered.
Not well.
Okay. Is this a rampage and death situation, or is this just a dumb mummy walking around situation?
Honestly, I have no idea. He's tried this once or twice before. It never worked out. The thing it was always somebody who was already dead. It's not, I mean, he tries to be ethical, I guess. I don't know. The thing always keeled over within an hour.
Right. Here's the thing. We've all been there. We've all done a little magic that's gone wrong.
I think it's the undead thing, you know?
If he needs help with stuff like this, we know people that can help with stuff like this. We just need to find him. I need to get this mummy back, or I'm going to get fired. And we need to talk to him and try to help him.
See, that's what I told him. I told him we knew people. He's got plenty of friends here. He said, no, I've got this great new partner. He's gonna... I don't know. I told Sally all of this. Just...
Who's the partner? Do you give your name or
I don't know.
Right. But they're, I would assume, a practitioner.
I mean, probably.
Cool. Well, if you can help us sniff out this mummy, we can take it from there.
Yeah. I'll take a look around.
That would be lovely. Thank you.
He sort of peels away a little bit and goes a few feet off into an alley. You can see him sort of looking around. And around this time, Victoria, I think your phone rings again.
Oh, thank the gods. Hello?
Victoria. Hey.
Hello?
It's Uncle
Hi,
Vito.
Uncle Vito. Sorry, sorry. Yeah. What's up? Did you find something?
Well, yes and no. I did sort of take a look around your general area. And at first I didn't find anything. I mean, you got, sort of your average magic practitioner, the occasional, sentient undead that's popping up, that kind of thing. Is probably you still got that little vampire coven that's living out there?
I believe so, yes.
I think there's a few more of them, so you might want to check in on that at some point. But I narrowed it down to one side of town, but I got some weird, kind of a weird reading off a cuff. It was like real faint, almost imperceptible. And then it would sort of get a little closer, get a little stronger, and then sort of go back down again. Does Cedar Grove have well, I mean, you guys got like an underground sewer system, catacombs, something like that. Usually that's what that kind of reading means. You might be dealing with something underground. It's blocking the readings. So,
Wynn, is there a sewer system that we might be able to get into?
I assume so. We have plumbing. I don't know much more than that. I don't know much more about the Cedar Grove infrastructure.
All right. Yes, there's probably something. Can you direct me to abouts where it is, and we can go take a look?
Yeah, I'll ping your phone.
Thanks, Uncle.
No problem. I'll be careful. Lots of weirdos out on Halloween.
Always am.
All right. Call me if you need me.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
He hangs up.
Hey, Wynn, I'm getting a notification as to where we should head. Might be in the sewer system. What's going on with the vampires in this town? I was told there are quite a few of them right now.
I mean, there was the coven we dealt with last year. They're still up in the caves, as far as I know. The ones that we got them out of there, didn't we?
Yeah.
There were a handful that stuck around, like some of the older ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably need to talk to Marcelo.
Yeah. Might be a good idea after this. Luca?
Yeah.
We have a location as to where this thing is. If you wouldn't mind joining us.
Yeah, sure. All right. I don't know where else I'm gonna go.
All right. To the sewers. She looks down.
You get a ping on your phone as a location is sent to you. It is on the southern sides or the back edge of the Cedar Grove Cemetery and Arboretum.
Oh, all right. Well, going back where we were last week. Is our house on the way there by any chance?
Sure, why not? It's not a very big town.
Y'all might have had change. I don't know if fishnets in the sewers got to be the best of situations.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We should also call Sal and Sir and see if they want to meet us up there.
Yeah. Well, if they're looking for
did they text us about the party at the cemetery too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Putting those pieces together. Sorry, you were saying something. Yeah. So, Wynn will text Sal and Sir and give them the lowdown. Y'all want to meet us over at the house, get kitted up, head over to the cemetery?
Sounds like a plan.
We got Luca here, by the way.
Good. All right, we'll be there shortly.
All right.
Maybe we will get to go to that party. Quick turn, goes the other direction. Oh, she was on text. You have no idea. It's fine.
But I know.
You're just texting while driving.
I know.
Yep.
All right. So Sal and Sirza, you make your way there. You meet Wynn and Victoria at their home, which is nearby. What's the plan?
Head to the cemetery, find a sewer entrance, go in the sewers.
Yeah.
So
Get Luca to sniff him out.
what's the plan if we like run into this thing and I don't know, it like tries to kill one of us? I mean, like, are we slicing up a mummy and bringing back the pieces to the museum? Like, what's that plan looking like?
Can you give me can we wait like 20 minutes? Can I try to find some way to de-animate a mummy or something? I'm supposed to bring this back in one piece, and
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
if I can't find anything now, I think we need to go in planning to restrain it
Right.
while we figure out how to put it back to sleep.
Are you like 100% on that? Because like I can definitely slice it up if we need to.
110%, yes. We do not want to destroy this mummy.
Okay.
Anything else, though, that attacks us, you're free to smack with the sword.
Oh, okay.
All right. I think Wynn runs upstairs and pulls out some books and starts to rummage through some things. Walks over to the like a bedside table where you see kind of half leaning up against it is the holy angel sword, or what once was the holy angel sword, and just kind of takes it, just tosses it to the other side of the bed and starts rummaging through some more books.
Victoria comes out in her gear for hunting. And it's basically just the outfit from Underworld. Just a little updated.
Luckily, it's Halloween, so that's not going to stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, usually I put a jacket over it, but this looks pretty good on its own.
Yeah. Real tactical.
Straps a gun to her thigh. Ready?
Just getting started. Give me a second.
All right. Goes
Uh,
downstairs.
Wynn, I'm gonna have you roll. I'm making a decision.
Would it be investigate a mystery, maybe?
Well, I'm deciding because I think it's less. It is less of I need to find the exact spell. It's less wondering if you know how to do it, and more you need to find this very quickly for it to be able to give you any sort of advantage, because you're sort of on a time clock now.
Okay.
It's already been a few minutes since the location was given to you, so I'm gonna have you roll act under pressure. Because I think this is like restraining magic, that kind of thing, I think is something you can do. But looking for the specific sort of components and spell and everything to make sure it is powerful enough, you're gonna have to do pretty quickly.
That's a 10, an honest 10, because I got a 0.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you dig through the drawer, and I think very quickly it just it strikes you. You go over to the dresser, sort of dig through a couple of things, and pull out a component bag. One of these. I assume you have some of these that are just like made for different purposes, that are just kind of scattered around. So you pull one out very quickly, make your way downstairs to get ready to go.
One of Wynn's components for all of his magic is consumable, so has a big old stockpile of magical doohickeys.
You find the one you were looking for, make your way downstairs. Anything else you guys want to do before you leave?
I don't think so.
You got anything I could change into? Looks down at her cocktail dress.
I mean, what do you want?
Pants would be nice.
Yes. Do you want like jeans, leather pants? Do you want leggings?
Why would I want to wear jeans are great, and flat shoes that tie on, preferably.
I might have a pair of like old dancing shoes.
Boots with like a flat bottom.
You telling me Victoria was a cheerleader for years and she doesn't have like a pair of sneakers?
Oh yes. Oh yeah, sneaker. I was thinking flats.
No, literally.
I was like, I don't think so.
I was like, wait a minute.
Like she
I have a pair
works
of-
out. What does
hold
she
on.
work out in?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I have a couple. Yeah, definitely. Lots of shoes. Tennis shoes.
Great.
I own shoes. I am a human person who owns
Who owns shoes?
I was thinking about what I own, and I was like, I mean, I don't know. Definitely. Here gives her a pair of very bright, like running shoes.
You run at night?
No, well, sometimes I used to.
Right. Okay.
Those are treadmill shoes, though. They don't have a ton of grip on the bottom, but they'll get it done.
You have special shoes for the treadmill.
Yeah, there's trail shoes, there's treadmill shoes. If they have different grip, like, you know, if you're running on a trail, you need more like grips on the bottom. But if you're running on a treadmill, it's very flat.
They have laces. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Kicks off the high heels. Runs to the bathroom, puts pants on.
Allie changes. Assume like jeans and a tank top and these bright sneakers. Anything else?
Sir looks at her own cocktail dress and then shrugs and is like, this is fine.
Okay. I love it. And you've already got your gear with you. So
Yep.
all right. Everyone suits up to various degrees. And you all head toward the cemetery. It's nearby. I assume you're driving. Get there quicker.
Yeah.
So you arrive. I always do this. Do I have party music? Keep not looking for party music. I don't have anything that is spooky and also party, so we're just doing party for now. So oh man. Sorry, answering questions. Okay, so the four of you park nearby, make your way out of the car toward the cemetery. I forgot Luca was here. Luca meets you here. He's sort of standing nearby, and you see a couple of people with him, particularly Annabelle, the Gorgon, who is standing nearby, and Alice with her big fairy wings, both of them sort of looking a little concerned. They wave as you approach, where there is a full-blown Halloween party happening in the cemetery. You can see some lights have been strung up around. There are coolers sort of scattered about. The people are drinking, having a good old time. And yeah, Luca sort of waves you down. Great. Gang's all here. So what are we doing?
Well, first we have to find a way into the sewer, and then we are going to search around and find a mummy.
Sewer, huh? Great. Let me take a look around. I'll sniff something out. It's got to be a grate nearby or something.
Thank you. That would be amazing.
He sort of turns, kind of nods to Annabelle and Alice, and takes off towards sort of the back of the cemetery, leaving you for the moment with the two. Awkwardly.
Hi, I'm Victoria. This is
Hi.
Wynn.
Yeah, we've seen you before, for sure.
Wait,
Annabelle.
man.
Oh, we met once. It was kind of awkward. It was you and who else was there? A couple of your friends. What really, really tall guy, blonde. Hector.
Mhm.
You were kind of coming in and out. It was a long time ago. It's fine.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, right.
So yeah, hi, Annabelle. This is Alice with the wings.
Very cute.
Thanks. They're natural.
Nice.
So, you guys are gonna go troll around in the sewers?
Yeah. Thought it sounded like a
Swanky
fun
job
way
we
to spend
have.
Halloween. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Yeah, but gotta clean up a mess that someone else made. Of course.
So what are
All
y'all
that
doing
going around.
here? Just drinking and hanging out?
Yeah, pretty much. Halloween's kind of our night. These guys, the other 364 days of the year, stay under wraps. She points to her wings.
Right. Y'all don't see a lot of ghosts around here, do you?
Ghosts?
Yeah.
I mean, other than Spooky Joe, not
Well,
particularly.
The poltergeisty types.
Poltergeist? Oh, no. Most everybody in our little group has like some sort of human in them somewhere.
Makes sense.
Just a
Right.
random question. How
Sure.
non-human do you have to be involved in the group?
Oh, I mean, we don't like keep people out or anything like that. We got a couple actually that hangs out with us sometimes. Kind of, they're kind of like the paranormal investigator. So I don't like ghost hunters and anything, but they're just human. They hang out with us sometimes. It's cool.
All right. I was a psychic, but
Oh, neat.
yeah, kind of repressing that right now for other things, but anyways,
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're your powers. Whatever you want to do with them. But yeah, no, I mean, we don't keep people out. I was telling Surza before, we have a lot of movie nights and stuff, and we have pizza and hang out. Sometimes we'll like go around to bars, that kind of thing. Ever since the whole Demi thing, we're kind of trying to keep it a little more chill, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, if you need any recommendations, I've seen a lot of movies, and I could definitely get you a list of the best ones.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. You know, it's I mean, a lot of us really like horror movies and all that, but the monster movies are
Yeah, I can.
well,
I can
they hit a little
understand that.
different.
Yeah.
Boy.
No, I get that.
Yeah, I recently started watching movies a lot too. Trying to get caught up. Watch this new one. I don't know if you ever heard of it, called Avatar.
I did not
Which one?
recommend that.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Is that the one with the blue people, or is that the one with
Yeah,
the kid?
Kid.
Because they made that one into a movie too.
I'm trying not to get him to know about that one.
I haven't heard of that
No,
one.
the
I'll add
blue
to my
one.
list.
No, oh, no, honey, we do not need to. No, that movie does not exist.
What movie?
Thank you, Sal. Anyways, well, y'all have fun at your party. If we wrap this thing up, maybe we'll join you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Made a
Well,
pun.
Be around. Oh, right, because it's right, the Mummy.
But this says it was made by M. Night Shyamalan. He made that other movie you really liked.
oh,
Why
no.
would we like this
No,
one?
no. The Mist is a masterpiece. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a piece
Oh.
of garbage.
I mean, some people might disagree with you about the Mist, but
I mean, it's better than the Avatar movie.
M. Night
it's better than
Shyamalan
both
didn't do The
Avatar
Mist, but
movies.
we'll just move on from that.
Did he not do? My bad.
No.
That was at LB.
Around this time, because I'm getting real contact anxiety at this point. Luca comes back to save us.
The RP is too good, guys. Quit it.
Do you know how long it's been since I've been around like a group of people? To be around like 3 people last week, and I was losing my mind. No, it's fine. So Luca returns with a sort of furrowed brow. So here's the thing. There's not really a sewer grate anywhere near here. But I had an idea.
All ears.
So, I mean, you know, like towards the back of the cemetery, there's like, I mean, it's like the rich people plots, you know, where they buy their plots and shit like way in advance, and I don't know, it's the whole thing's
Like a
really weird, and I
mausoleum.
don't really like to think about it too much. But yes, there are a couple of mausoleums back there, and I was sniffing around a little bit, and I mean, the whole place just smells like death. But it looks like a couple of the rich kids might have, I don't know, stolen daddy's keys or something. Because a couple of those doors are open.
All right.
Is this like I'm not really super into like the whole Halloween be a monster type. Is this normal?
Well,
Well, I mean, if people want to be alone and it's spooky, and I mean, people go into dilapidated churches all the time and stuff like that.
Yeah, but there's not like dead people in there.
True. I'm just saying it, teens.
we should check it out.
Random question. There aren't catacombs like underneath this cemetery, is there?
I wouldn't think so. We don't even really have basements in Georgia, but you never know.
Well, this is an arboretum, so they know how to handle the root systems.
Fair. Well, either way, we know there's something going on here. Open door, I feel like it's just inviting us to go check it out. I am curious because I just had the thought. We literally just dealt with a ghost situation here like a week ago. What are the odds that this is connected?
Well, he did say that his brother was reanimating things, so I hope it's not connected. I mean, I think we took care of that pretty well. You did a great job.
Thanks. But either way, we're dealing with someone that whoever Remy's new friend is might not be on the up and up.
Right. Going cautiously then.
Yeah. All
All right, sir. Lead the way. Muscle in front, right?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Sal
I
lets out a
stay here?
tiny little sigh because it used to be her.
I guess, Luca,
She's muscle.
Remy might be up to some shit down there. Do you want to be involved in that? Or do you trust us to take care of it?
You're not gonna kill him, right?
No. Not gonna kill him.
Promise.
Yeah.
Look, he's a
sounds like it's just
dumbass,
messed
but
up. It's mixed up with some bad stuff. We've all been there.
he's the smartest person I know, and also a major dumbass.
I can relate.
And he's kind of the only family I got, so.
We'll get him out safe. Figure out who this friend is. Make sure that he gets some help.
I'll stay here in case anything breaks bad, I guess. Keep people away from the mausoleums. This is really
Thanks.
not how I wanted to spend Halloween.
Well, I mean, you can relax a little bit, party it up, talk to your friends.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll just party it up knowing that you're hunting down something that potentially could eat my twin brother. But, oh yeah, I'll relax.
Right, okay,
No,
let's go
Why
downstairs.
don't we hit the pavement and just get this done, and that way we're good. Maybe
Yep.
we'll bring him back in time to have a beer. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be
Let's
back
do
before
this.
you know it.
Luca has already started walking away.
I used to be good at parties. What happened?
Got domesticated. Let's go.
Just stands there for a minute.
Wow. Okay. Surza?
Oh.
You take the lead?
I guess so.
All right. You, given a little direction, make your way, your friends following behind, to the sort of back area of the cemetery. And the party mostly extends this way. It's kind of trickling off. There's a few people around. You kind of reach the end of the party lights that have been sort of haphazardly strung around and everything. But you do see a couple of the mausoleums have the doors on them open. And there are some lights coming from inside. How do you want to go about this? Because you've been put in charge. Which I
Okay,
think is
to be
great.
no. She is just leading the group physically.
And what do leaders do? They're in charge. They make
I'm
decisions.
in charge now.
You've been told to go first.
Well, Sarah doesn't really understand where they're going or what the plan is because doesn't know who Remy is. All she knows is she's not allowed to kill the mummy. But
I'm imagining Surza like thinks about it for a second and then just starts like throwing open doors.
yeah, essentially.
Okay. You do this a couple of times. You all see Surza, sword on her back in her her inappropriate for a work event cocktail dress. She sort of stomps her way forward to a couple of the mausoleums, flings open a door. In a couple of them, essentially what you find are just either a couple or like a small group of students probably that are drinking, look a little taken aback by you sort of just flinging the door open. You make your way through a couple of them, and there is a third sort of off to the side where the door is like slightly ajar. It's clearly not locked, but there is no light coming from the inside. You fling it open, and there's no one in here, but you can see sort of at the back of this mausoleum what looks like the kind of the stone wall of it has like shifted over, like there is something behind it, like it's been opened.
Gonna just push into that one and push the wall aside if I can.
You certainly can. You're very strong. It's too spooky. Surza, you make your way in, sort of both hands on the stone and kind of shove it a little bit more, and it kind of like ranch door style kind of slides into the wall that's perpendicular to it, revealing a passage behind it. It's dark, but you can see it sort of slopes downwards like it's going underground.
So, like, is this where we're supposed to be going?
Kind of looks like it. Pulls out her phone flashlight.
Okay. You pull out your flashlight, sort of shine it down. It looks like a tunnel has been sort of carved down, essentially in the back of this building, sort of the back of the actual building extending farther than this interior does to disguise the fact that there is the beginnings of a passage, and then it very quickly sort of dips underground, and you all make your way inside. You walk for a bit, you take a couple of turns here and there, and eventually you reach sort of in these underground tunnels, you reach a it's not called a crossroads in a tunnel, but essentially a crossroads. That's what I'm going to call it because I can't think of any other words.
Intersection.
An intersection is fine. Sure. Two intersecting tunnels.
Fork?
A fork.
Forking tunnel. Forking tunnel.
Any of those would work. So these essentially you reach a midpoint where a couple of tunnels intersect. There are a few ways you can go. You can either keep going straight, but I'll say from a couple of these tunnels, especially from the one on your left, you hear, I guess stirs up because you're sort of out in front. You hear what sounds like music, sort of like muffled, like music that's like playing through like a couple of doors or like a wall.
Do you guys hear that too?
Yeah. Can I try to take a look around, because Wynn has his third eye ability, and just like kind of doing a scan around to see if there's anything hidden or dangerous or anything nearby?
Yeah, that would read a bad situation.
It's a 10.
Okay. That is 3 questions.
And I get an extra too.
That is 4 questions.
I can save some if you want me to for.
No, it's up to you.
Okay. I was thinking any dangers we haven't noticed, and what's the best way in seem the most relevant to what we're doing right now.
Okay. I'll say, what's the best way in? I assume you don't really get cell signal down here, but I assume that you all have been at least a little bit trying to keep track of which direction you're headed. And when you kind of take a look around, noting the tunnel that Surza points out that seems to have sort of this faint, like muffled music coming from it. And as far as you can tell, I mean, unless somebody's having a cave party down here, which seems a little unreasonable, but you never know, there's probably more than one entrance to this, whatever this little catacomb system is. As far as you can tell, you've sort of made a few turns at this point, and you are, if your senses are correct, you've made your way sort of back towards downtown. So it's possible that at least one of these ways in is somewhere downtown. There's lots of businesses and stuff down there. It's probably hidden in some way.
Okay. So it seems like you said there were 2 tunnels?
There's the one you
Besides
came
the one
from,
we came from.
and then there's 3 others.
3 others. Okay. Does it seem like all 3 of them probably go to the same spot?
No, one of them at least like forks off in like a completely different direction.
Okay. And the other 2 are where like that music's coming from, if that's where we're trying to get to.
You know, I could always try to see exactly where this thing went. So we don't need to guess.
Give it a shot.
I would like to try to use magic, please.
Before we do that, Wynn had asked another question, which I think was, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah.
You can like see invisible stuff, right? I always forget
Yeah.
what
I
exactly it is you can see.
assumed it's some sort of like being able to see like the magical like weave and kind of like almost like an infrared vision that allows Wynn to see like invisible things and magical things.
Okay.
But yeah, that's part of the move.
Yeah, I think, are there any dangers you haven't noticed? You kind of let your third eye take over for a moment, and in all of these tunnels, particularly in the couple that seem like they are headed towards a downtown area, there are some real vestiges of magic.
Okay. Wynn will point that out. A lot of magic come from that way.
So we're gonna go that way?
I would imagine that's probably the direction we need to go.
All right.
Cool.
I still have 2 more questions, but I don't really know if any of them would apply to the immediate situation.
Okay. Hold on to them.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hold on to them for the scene. Victoria wanted to try something.
If we have a direction, then she won't.
Okay, but you've got a couple, so.
Do we want to go towards magic, or do you want me to look?
I say let's just go.
I guess the more we doing any magic here might warn them that we're coming. So.
All right. Lead on.
Okay. So want to head down towards where the music is coming from?
Yep.
All right. You continue on. You make your way a little bit down this tunnel, and Sirza, pretty quickly, you are met with a dead end with a ladder going up to sort of a wooden like trapdoor of some kind. And above you, you hear that music that's been playing. It's kind of the same stuff that's been playing at, it was playing downtown, it's been playing at these parties, that kind of thing. And you also hear some kind of muffled voices from right above you, before all of you hear sort of a very loud, what sounds like a door slamming, and the voices stop, but the music continues.
Maybe get a little closer here what we can hear.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky sneak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where are you going?
Toward that ladder so we can get a little closer to the trap door so you can hear anything.
Okay. So you all sort of crowd around in the dead end. You listen up, and you don't hear anything at first, and then after a minute, you hear somebody sort of talking over the music. It's like, come on, man. Oh, we've got to be pals, right? Like, I'm the one who read the thing. I'm here. You'd still be dead if it wasn't. Come on, buddy. Fuck. All right, whatever. Be that way. I don't need you. Here's some kind of like muttering.
Do we just walk into a domestic dispute?
I mean, it kind of sounds like it. Should we just go up?
Maybe real
Yeah.
carefully.
Well, Sirs is gonna start climbing the ladder in that case. So.
Okay. Sirza, you climb the ladder quietly, very carefully, sort of lift up on this this wooden pallet, essentially, on this stretch of wood floor, and you look up, and as you're looking around, you find yourself looking into the inside of a building. It looks like a storage room of some kind. There's other shelves on the walls, sort of bags of there's like a stack of like bags of potatoes nearby, like a few different things that are like on the shelves. And at the end, on the other side, sort of at the back of this room, you see sitting in a chair, tied to it, a young man, very pale skin, sort of jet black hair. I assume you guys shared the photo from the security footage around. You see who you can assume to be Remy. And then about 10 feet in front of him, you see standing, kind of slumped sideways a little bit, leaning up against the wall, a mummy. And Remy sort of sees you, and like his eyes go wide, and he just like, he looks at the mummy, he looks at you. Oh my god, please tell me you're not here to kill me.
Me?
No, we're not.
Yeah, you.
No, I mean, I don't think so. I would prefer to kill something, but probably not you, I don't think.
I have a great idea about what you can kill, actually. He just like looks at the mummy.
What is going on?
Shh. Oh, I am trying to talk here. So, like, the mummy, did the mummy tie you up? Because that's very dexterous.
No, the mummy did not tie me up.
Who did?
Sir, can you go all the way up, please? We are just hanging on the
I
ladder.
am in the
Are
middle
there-
of a conversation here.
Are there more people down there? What is happening?
Yes.
Okay, are you here to get rid of the mummy?
We intend to return it to its prior state, which I believe was dead. So, yes.
That would be amazing, actually.
Cool. If I come up there, is it going to attack me?
Probably.
Cool, I'm coming up.
Ursa
Sir, please.
pushes open the trapdoor, and you hear sort of a thud as it opens all the way, hitting the floor behind it, and you step out, and you hear a sort of growling and groaning from the mummy as it sort of pushes itself off the wall and starts to shamble in your direction. And if I'm not mistaken, those sounded like fighting words.
Yeah.
Sirza the mummy starts to growl and groan and shamble towards you, stretching out one big hand, but it's very slow. What do you do?
Sirza has her sword, but was told not to chop up the mummy, so is mainly going to just try and distract it and dance around it.
Okay. Ooh. Anything for this? We'll just have you go ahead and roll, I think, act under pressure,
Oh no.
to stay light on your feet.
Okay.
You got this.
It's an 8.
Okay. So on a 7 to 9, what is it? Worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. All right, you can do this. You can sort of dance around it. You're pretty light on your feet, but I think Sirza's probably not used to doing this kind of thing in such close quarters. So here's your choice. You can do this. You can sort of keep from being harmed by the thing and sort of keep it distracted, but you're going to make a lot of noise. You're going to be probably knocking some shit over to stay out of the way, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay. So you all, who's going up the ladder next?
Sal, I guess.
Sally, you make your way up the ladder, and you see this, and the rest of you hear this as there is a loud crash as Surza has sort of dodged out of the way, trying to keep the creature as distracted as possible, and to do this has knocked over pretty much an entire shelf of cans. But it is all eyes on her. Sally, you make your way up the ladder. What would you like to do?
Any way to get around that situation and maybe go help get Remy untied?
Yeah, you could probably skirt around behind it. Again, it's pretty close quarters in here. I'll say you can roll to...
I have a move
feel
called
like it's
Let's Get
protection.
Out of Here.
Okay.
If you can protect someone by telling them what to do or by leading them out, I can roll charm instead of tough.
Okay, yeah, let's do protect someone then. Since I think Remy's the focus here.
I'd like to roll it, not change it. Okay, there we go. That's an 8.
Okay, you protect them. Okay, you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get. All right, so yeah, I think you're able to, you sort of skirt around sort of behind the chaos that's happening on the other side of this essentially pantry that you're in. You'd untie Remy or cut Remy free, probably. He's like, "Hi, Sally."
We'll talk about this later. We're gonna go back down that ladder and get the fuck out of here, okay?
Okay, I can explain. I swear.
I'm sure you can. Go.
And you get him sort of up out of the chair and sort of push him in front of you towards the ladder. He makes it through, and as you're going to sort of follow him back, there is sort of a stray swipe as the mummy is sort of like swiping at Surza and trying to get at her, but she's much faster than it. But it sort of rears back, and you take a pretty serious sort of mummy elbow to the ribs, and it hits a lot harder than I think you would expect. So you're gonna take 2 harm as it sort of catches you sort of right in that like nasty sort of side spot. It's definitely gonna bruise.
That floating rib. Ow.
Yup. So Surza's playing keep away with the mummy. Sally, you're making your way back with Remy. Victoria and Wynn, as there is sort of a crashing sound from above, you hear voices, and then you see Remy's familiar face sort of pop down over the edge and look down. And he sort of looks back at you, Sally, and is like, you brought everyone?
Yeah, the rest of them are in
hell?
the cemetery having a party. Just go down.
Jesus. And he starts to climb down. The 2 of you that are down there, what would you like to do?
Wynn wants to try to get up because the mummy. So
Okay.
I don't know if we have to awkwardly navigate the ladder.
No,
with people
it's
going up.
not
Of
that.
course you do. Yes, you have to climb over Remy as he's coming down.
Not that tall, only a few steps. Yeah, you awkwardly make your way up the ladder, and you see there are cans everywhere, bags knocked over, an empty chair with some ropes laying on the ground at the end, and Surza sort of dodging around, making a scene to make sure that the mummy is focused on her. What do you do?
Can I ask one of my questions from my prior move?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it would tie in well here is what is most vulnerable to me? Specifically, like, how could we, with the research that Wynn did before this and what Wynn is currently seeing, like, how could we incapacitate this mummy?
Yeah, so your best bet for something like this, since you already sort of had this research prepared, I'll give it to you. You've essentially got 2 options. You can physically incapacitate it, whether that is with like fists or swords, guns. I think Victoria has grenades. Grenades might be a little bit overkill, but you never know. But your best option, which is what I assume Wynn would probably want to get at to do this without serious bodily harm to the creature, you can essentially rush the sort of binding spell. You're gonna have to roll for it. You're gonna have to do some magic, but
Okay.
certainly try.
Wynn will do that.
Okay. Then you can roll to use magic.
Okay. Try to think the best way. So I get +1 for the read a bad situation to act on that information. I don't know if the best way, like, to really not hurt it, maybe like doing the something beyond human limitations and just like super strengthening it enough to just like be able to physically overpower the mummy and just kind of like hold it like a toddler for a little bit, or for it to like carry it back to some place where we can like lock it up.
It's up to you. You can do that. You can. I mean, there is a sort of trap a specific person, minion, or monster. You could try that as well.
Yeah, the trap one works too. That's probably more practical.
I really love
That was
the
funny.
visual of Wynn just like bear hugging it from behind and carrying it through the cemetery.
I'll go. That probably makes more sense because that'll give us hopefully more time to work with. So okay, so I got +1. Weird. Clear my prior dice roll, please. And roll. That's a 10. That is like my 4th 10 tonight.
Wow. Okay, so you're gonna trap it. When you sort of rush this way, you pull out the components bag that you brought. You channel the magic, and there is a flash from I think the crystals that you probably have in this bag. And Surza, you see this as well because you are up there. There's sort of this light that comes out of this flash and sort of makes its way around the baseboards of this room and like up the door, and starts to kind of like close in on where the mummy is, essentially anchoring it to this space.
Can I add a little flavor to it?
Sure.
I think part of the spell was when sort of reaching into a small satchel and throwing out like a handful of what looked like sand, pocket sand, but it's like
Pocket sand.
metal shavings that kind of almost like encapsulate the mummy, forming this like almost like cage of these metallic shavings around it, and
Sure.
I think also as part of what that happens, because when it's drawing on like sort of natural magics, is like around the baseboards and stuff where these these symbols form, this like circle forms, the like small like the wood starts to morph and kind of grow a bit from the just natural magics that Wynn is drawing from.
Okay. So yeah, you form this little bit of a cage, and you trap it in this spot. Around this time, Surza, in front of you, finally the mummy stops flailing around so much, and is kind of anchored to one specific space in the room, and everything goes quiet for a moment, as Sal and Remy have sort of made their way back into the catacombs. And you hear, the two of you, a loud clicking sound from the door, as if it is being unlocked. The door opens slightly, and you see someone standing there. A man, tall, dark hair that's sort of pushed back, pale skin, high cheekbones, wearing a very nice suit with a sort of dark, like crimson red tie. And he looks in at the two of you. I thought I heard rats in my pantry. What have you done with him?
With who?
Cute. All right. I suppose we'll do this the fun way. He shuts the door, and you hear another sort of loud clicking sound, and then you hear a second louder clicking sound, and then a slam. So Victoria, Sally, and Remy down below, the trap door slams shut. And Surza and Wynn through the door, you just hear a muffled, "See you in a few hours. Hope you're hungry." And some footsteps walking away.
I would like to blow open this door.
With what?
Grenades.
Okay. What are the tags on your grenades?
Can we
for
make
harm,
sure-
close, messy, loud.
Wait. Watching you pull up the grenades, I admire your enthusiasm. Are they still up there? Or did that guy take them away?
I don't know, but we are not getting to him here.
Okay, but if you throw the grenade and they're standing right under the door, then they're gonna get blown up by a grenade.
That's fair.
Knock,
I was just gonna
knock. Surza,
win.
So are we locked in the cellar? Like door closed, trap door closed?
Surza and Wynn, you don't hear anything.
Well, do you have another way of opening it?
Oh,
I mean, I could try magic, but this is a thing that's just gonna happen. I mean, it's a metal door, right?
It's wood.
Oh no, fuck that then. No, I'm not gonna do it. It's just shrapnel everywhere. Well, I can try to open it with magic.
wait, yeah.
All right, can you just help me real quick?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to do this.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to use magic.
Give me some of that good luck win. It's an 8.
Okay. It works imperfectly. Choose an effect and a glitch.
All right,
So
I would
the
like
The
to.
effect being open door, please.
Yes, open door, please. And the glitch will be. I don't know how you would. It doesn't last as long as you think it will. With an open
Very
door.
windy up there. It's gonna blow. the
Yes,
door
yeah. But I will pick. I'll take a harm from it.
shut. Okay. Victoria, you focus and use a bit of magic to try to reopen what was closed, and you do. However, there is essentially, when you channel this magic out, there is a blowback, sort of a recoil, and there is sort of this magical pulse that goes off, and it just hits you square in the chest. So you take that 1 harm, ignore armor, but the trap door sort of pops open again.
Win, sir. Let's go.
You don't hear anything. You climb the
Crawl
ladder,
up. Yep.
pop the door all the way open, look around. The room is empty.
There's another door, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Sal, I think he took him upstairs. They're not here.
Okay. Let's get back to the party. Let's get Luca. We're sniffing him out.
Okay. All right. Go
Right.
back down.
Victoria and Sally take Remy with you. You make your way out of the catacombs, back through the mausoleum and out into the party to find Luca, while Wynn and Surza, you sit in the same room that you were locked in, waiting for somebody to come and find you. And as Sid makes the face that she makes every time I end the show on a cliffhanger at this point, that is where we're going to go ahead and end our session for today. Got him. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight. That was really fun. I hope it was as fun for you guys as it was for me.
I had to wait so long to get kidnapped on this show.
Well, you always show up for the dang sessions. That's a good reason to kidnap you.
How dare you.
I know. How dare you always just consistently be here? Yeah, it hadn't come up. Raise your hand if you haven't. Have I kidnapped everyone? Who have I not
I haven't been
kidnapped?
kidnapped.
I don't think I've kidnapped Sid.
I've been
Has Sal
kidnapped
not been
3
kidnapped?
times. You haven't been kidnapped?
Okay, Sal did get kidnapped. She just had to die to get kidnapped, I feel like. Would we I almost consider Sal's
I
death
feel
a
like the
form of
killing
kidnapping.
was kind of the bigger thing than like
Yeah, I did kill
then
you.
getting back down to hell and stuff.
And Wynn died.
I don't know.
But I was dead for like 2 minutes. I wasn't imprisoned in hell by my mom.
Well, maybe you are now. We'll see next time. Let's do our end of session questions. I don't know where I put them, but I do know that the first one is at the end of the session. The keyboard asks the following questions. Do we conclude the current mystery?
No.
These questions?
No.
Not at all. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
We did save Remy.
Yes.
I'm looking for them. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Remy
Apparently,
can. Yeah.
yeah, Remy can reanimate corpses. That's a thing.
Wynn's boss is putting them through weirdly
Yeah, the fucking test
weird
thing.
tests.
Technically,
Laura
Dr. Dern's not
Dern.
your boss.
Wow.
A
Yeah.
colleague.
Which makes it even weirder.
Which makes it even weirder.
You didn't have to agree to it.
You said a job was on the line.
After he agreed to it. Could have said no.
It felt like it would have ended the mystery really quick.
Well, it would have.
Let's just, guys, next mystery, let's just say no right at the beginning. And then we'll have a beach episode.
Say no. Dare you.
Let's just start rejecting
happens.
mysteries until we get the one we want.
Yeah, it's like
queuing for a
Spotify.
dungeon.
X.
We've been doing this for like 3 years. We can stand to be choosy at this point, right?
The fucking Find My Delvin Mallory voice is just like, if you keep quitting these jobs, I'm gonna quit assigning them to you.
But I've already done 6 in Markarth. Come on, give me the
Don't want, I
Windhelm
can't. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
one.
Sora apparently thinks cars can be killed.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
that is true.
And
That
Victoria
is-
can do a goof.
Victoria's willing to blow up her friends to save them.
Well, I thought it was a metal door, to be fair. So, which would just like
No, I described it as
we would
wood
be in
like
more trouble.
6 or 7 times. That's okay.
And even if it was metal, that wouldn't have gone well for anyone.
Yeah, you were talking about shrapnel. Metal does that too.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'll call that 3 yeses. So 2 experience for everyone.
Woohoo!
Woo! There's other stuff that we do at the end of this game now too. Bonds. Show party.
Get your
At the end of
bonds
each
now.
session.
Support your troops.
At the end of each session, each player chooses another character who, as a result of the session, has a better idea about how your character works or who knows your character better than they used to. Better or worse. Morgan is ready. Yes.
I think Victoria knows Sir better.
Yes.
I think that's fair.
She sent her to kill a car.
And more importantly, she went.
Yep.
Which I love. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to figure out whose car that was.
I am so
I know, that's
afraid
I have a
of
feel
whose car
like
that is.
I intended it for it to be a specific person's car, and if it is that person's car,
I
I'm gonna be
think-
so happy.
I think me and Morgan might be existing on the same plane today.
I'm pretty sure we are.
Okay, so Victoria Mark +1 with Surza. Who else? Man, that bit was so fucking funny.
So fucking good.
I'm gonna say Victoria. It's hard for me to say because I feel like Wynn and Victoria spend so much time together and know each other
Mhm.
well enough. But in the fiction of the game, or in like the meta of the game, Wynn's doing some very competent investigating.
Yes.
Is
Till the very end there,
thoughtful.
when he disappeared.
Thinks that I'm domesticated.
Oh, I can't believe you said that.
I can't believe I said that either. As soon as I said that, I was like, "Oh, that's not what I meant."
Wynn just spoke through your body. You went to a
And
character.
I don't think even Wynn meant it that way.
No.
But yeah, she has gotten less wild.
I
than
know
she
what
was
you meant.
before.
I know what you
Yeah.
meant.
No, she's
Anyway.
grown up a little bit.
That Wynn still says stupid shit is part of what Victoria learned.
All still there.
All right, so Victoria Mark +1 with Wynn. I need to look at y'all's bonds. I have no idea where we're sitting right now. Who else?
Sally, for a couple of reasons. One, that we're the same size. Obviously, we fit in each other's clothing. Two,
Apparently, yeah.
Victoria, she learned a lot about fitness that Victoria knows about, and also that Victoria trusts her enough to give her the keys to her Corvette.
That's true. That is true. I don't know whether she deserves that trust, but it's there. So yeah.
If there's a goddamn scratch on, no, I don't think she cares actually that much.
All right. So Sally Mark +1 with Victoria.
Yes. As to. I'm gonna say Surza. Surza got like a big old download of a bunch of shit that Sal has been doing before Surza came into the picture, introducing her to a bunch of people, like that really awkward, like you go meet your sibling at college and you're like, oh, you have a whole life before. Oh, wow, okay. One of those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. All right, Sir Mark +1 with Sally. And one more. You know him. You love him. We all got him. We all want him. What do we do with him? I gotta stop doing Jimmy Buffett jokes. No one gets them.
Like, I don't know what's going on.
I was like,
We all got
What
him.
is happening?
We all want him. What do we do with them? Here we go. I'll tell you. They're called Stars and Wishes. Bet they got them in Margaritaville. We're gonna put the date on this, which is 11/7. Let's do some Stars and Wishes. What you guys got? God, it's November. Losing my shit over here.
I'm gonna say Morgan for the negotiations at the end of the session. No, I'm talking. Do you mind? Like that whole section was amazing. Wishes. Oh Lord, I didn't think about that. I was excited that I had a star. Wishes. I hope that we can keep Wynn's job and get the mummy back in one piece.
Okay. Who else?
I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna give my star for the car slaying, because somebody has to. So we're all thinking about it. So yeah, that's mine. Hoping she gets to fight a train next time.
Don't fucking tempt me.
Don't put that into the universe. Are you kidding me?
I'll take Karina Drawfey's fucking demon train and just put it right in this game.
Now I have my wish, so.
And my wish is to get to fight a Dracula, I guess.
Fight a Dracula. Like you guys haven't fought vampires before.
Man, I was so disappointed when he didn't come out with the Transylvanian accent.
I couldn't. Listen, he's with the times. Villains are British now. Who else?
I hope you're hungry. Or whatever he said at the end there.
I do not sound like blah 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 blah. Who else? Save me from this prison. Lord, help me get away.
I don't know what song that is, but all I could think of was da 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 da.
Oh,
That
that's
is-
coming.
I
feel it
can
in the
hear
air
it
tonight.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine was Heaven by Los
Yes.
Lonely Boys.
Yes.
How far is heaven?
I'll give a star to Savvy for some
not
reason
me.
incorporating Sister Christian into this bullshit. So
I don't
well on
know.
you. Good
I
job.
love that song.
Motorcide.
What's your price? Oh,
It's a good
Um,
song and it rules.
my wish. My wish is that we bring Marcello into this bullshit. Because we might need to, because there's a big old powerful vampire up in here. I want Marcello back.
Bust out my French again. I haven't done it in a couple of weeks. Okay.
My star also goes to Savvy for being on the same wavelength as me for the car. And my wish is to fight a train.
Fight a train.
And win.
So I'm pretty sure every week so far. Oh no, the first week we didn't. But pretty much every week somebody's wish has been to fight something.
I just thought you said fight a train and win as in my character.
I was
I was
actually
like-
about to clarify that. I was
And
like, was
win.
that and win?
No,
Or
and win the fight
win.
against the train.
No, and twins.
and
Twins.
twins.
Well,
Okay.
we've done our twins reference for today.
We've done it. Get me out of here. I've taken up enough of your time. And I know some of us have places to be and games to DM. So thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. It was a joy and a pleasure and a blessing as always to be able to do this today. Does anybody have anything they want to plug before we go away for the evening and then some of us show up on LB's channel in like an hour?
That.
We're playing Masks. Whee!
Guys, I have a sound thing that I'm doing in this episode. It's gonna be great. I am so excited.
All right. So coming out with us, we'll be live on twitch.tv/LBHack'emUp at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All of these people you can find on the internets, on their social medias are below their faces. They are also in the Twitch chat currently if you are live with us now. We will be back, barring any significant complications, next week. Same time, same place. And hopefully I will be here with bells on. So we'll see you soon. But until then, good game and good night, Internet. Good night, Internet.